I almost knocked down some sodas. Howdy, howdy, howdy. It's Santy. Getting some stuff situated. Let me get this back up and let me see if it's going to go in. Continues. Looking at the tube, of course. And also going to have to fix the screen. Oh my goodness. The horse head's like traumatized. It's moving like crazy locations. Okay, I don't think it's working just yet. It'll probably take it a minute. Oh yeah, now it's working. Cool, cool beans. Now we got to go over here and fix something, and then we'll get back into the junkyard only challenge. Boom! There we go. Cool. Now let me get back to the game. Howdy, howdy, howdy. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? Okay, so last time we had not really. Well, I figured out the whole thing about the repair bench, so I'm getting like some shiny pieces on this lump of shit. And pretty much we need, I believe what it is we're just needing push rods. We're needing just 3 push rods. Yep, just 3 push rods. So I don't see about getting those. We're at the junkyard. I want to get this loaded in. I want to get me something to drink. I don't know why that's. Oh, and I also got a set up. Set up a clicker. So I ain't wearing my hoof out trying to, like, because I mean, you go over here, I can just like tap my finger really fast, but that's gonna hurt after so long. So let me set that up real fast. Okay, got that. Cool. Alright. Cool beans. Okay. Now I can just do this. Boom. That was a push rod for, I believe, it's either a type of V8 or it's going to be ooh, that's a good oil filter. I'm actually going to slap that on the 58 Apache when I get back. That is something I'm going to have to remember and try not to sell. So I was trying 2021 and yesterday, and it was just so dang laggy. It was kind of hurting. It was kind of hurting my eyes. It was lagging so much. I don't know why that game was lagging so much. Kind of annoying. That's a nice, clean-looking bumper. Just picking up some parts and some pieces. Look at all these parts. Yeah. Oh, I accidentally picked up that barn find. Okay, just grab this right here. Let's start smacking these in my inventory. Need to try to find some more of those push rods, though. 3 more is all I need. I just need 3 more. And then we can at least have the thing put together. So. Okay, those are some rings. A thumb ring. A clean looking door. Clean looking seat. Oh, some more piston rings there. I already have, I think, what was it? A list of those rings now. So what I'm really looking forward to is trying to get, ooh, nice little hatchback. You know, that was actually the first type of model car that that I built in this game. Is actually this car right here. Or what, I can't remember exactly what it's called, like a Salem Flamingo or something like that. Guess what it's called. Let me check. Ooh, that was a good shock absorber. Is that what that's called? Yeah. Salem Flamo? I call it a Flamingo. Should paint one pink. You're like, ah! That was a good down tube. Exhaust piece. Fancy looking belt. Fancy. Okay, I don't think I can really pick up a lot of parts here. Too many parts. I need to watch out about how many I pick. Also need to call my brother, check in, see what he's up to. Check up on him, see if he's going to even be on the game today. He wasn't on the game last night. Yeah, I don't know. Ooh, that was a good looking part. I kind of wonder if that was the front end wheel. Be amazing. Be putting it on a different vehicle though, if it is. Just making a few dollars at a time here. Few doll hairs at a time. So what I'm really hunting down, I'm still trying to find those spark plugs. Still trying to find those spark plugs and some spark plug wires. That's going to end up fitting my vehicle. I'm starting to feel like I'm going to be out of luck on that, but you never know. I mean, just it was finally that once in a blue moon that just popped up. I got that piston that was just phenomenal. So that's going to be good for. It's going to be good for that motor. I might actually even see about going in and completely disassembling that motor. And like, I really wish I could repair a block. Oops. Really wish I could repair a block. That's what I need. I need to be able to repair a block. I keep hitting the wrong button. Whoops. Not really the most comfortable position I'm sitting right now. Kind of thirsty too. About to grab my some water. I think my wife laughed today. So there's like an anime I was watching. It's like I think it's like called something like We Are Polar Opposites or something like that, or Our Lover Polar Opposites. I don't know. I can't remember exactly. And there's like a scene within like I think it's like the first episode where she's talking about the guy like grabs her by the hand and she's like, he's got my hand, my sweaty hand. And she walked in this morning as I was cooking eggs, and I was basically cooking breakfast, you know. And I told her, I was like, you know what the next best thing from the what a hand is? And she's like, what? And I was like, buttery bread. And I just sitting there, I just kept going, buttery bread, buttery bread, buttery bread, buttery bread. I just kept doing that for several minutes. It was funny. It was to me at least it was funny. Ow, my back. Okay, I didn't see any cars really that piqued my interest that I could probably use. Ugh. Ah. Ah. So many ports. This does get repetitive though. Sometimes with the whole like, I was thinking like, I'm a stepdad, which I completely understand. My stepdad was saying that he can't, you know, sit and watch the videos because I mean, you're just, whoa, hold on, pause, look at this, 43,908, 43,909. Okay, where is that $1 at? Where's that $1? I'm not selling that push rod. Nope. Okay, we gotta have something to give us a little bit of leadway. So there. That we just got like pennies off the dollar left. But anyways, saying like can't kind of like settle and watch a video or something that's so long and kind of like there's really nothing happening. I felt that completely. As even just while playing, sometimes it's kind of like, oh, it's like I'm falling asleep. And there's been times I actually fell asleep during live streams, if you've not noticed, especially Minecraft with the missus, because I've been burnt out of Minecraft. I've come back with $24. Okay. With my $24, I shall walk over here and see if I got a single push rod that I can use with this thing. Because I keep forgetting to check this. No push rods. What? No way. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and sell everything. Sell parts that's 12 and below. Just to get those out the way. Gives me a little bit of cash back, so I got about 11,000 out of that. I'm gonna check here. I don't see what I can repair. I've already got a couple of one-carb filters. I think I'll leave that be. Front wheel hubs, I can repair these. Okay, 42. 63. I'm going to keep it. I'm not going to go further. Carburetors, yes. 51. Oh, 100%. Nice. Nice. Okay. Camshaft for a 16B. Keeping it. Keeping it. Mm. Brake cylinder. It failed. But that's fair. I got some good parts. Okay, drive shaft. Can we get a good drive shaft? Yes, we can. Solid rear axle. Nope. It gave me the middle finger when I tried fixing that. Okay, rear wheel hub. Don't need a rear one. I kind of wonder if I even want to do it. I've got plenty of times I can get to come across more of these. So, come across those actually fairly often. Leaf spring plate. 56%. Should I try it for $1? I should have not tried it for $1. Okay, good waste. I could have got a soda with that. Intake manifold. 30. 81. Yes, we're keeping that. Timing cover. Front drive shaft. Engine head cover. Okay, this. Failed. Don't want any of these. Don't want that. Don't want that. Don't want that either. I mean, I could try this as a fail. Basically, what I'm trying to do is just try to get some better, make some better parts. Okay, timing cover. We'll try this. Timing cover. Gonna go through here. I'm gonna try this manifold. Keeping that manifold now. Camshaft 16. Upper suspension arm. Failed. Trying to catch back up to where. Ooh, hey, 4-barrel carburetor. Keeping it. Okay, water pump. Keeping it. Yeah. Okay, oil pan for 16. Well, it's not 16, it's an inline 6B. I6B, but it's so small that it looks like a 1. Steering knuckle F. I don't need a steering knuckle F, I don't think. Okay, we're getting into the decent parts. So I think I'm going to call that. I'm going to do the oil thing over here. I think I drained the oil, didn't I? I think I have. If I make a mess, I make a mess. Where's my oil filter? Okay. Yeah, I did drain the oil. Nice. So we got some oil there now. An oil filter thingy, yeah. Okay. Yeah, at some point I'm just going to end up pulling the probably end up pulling the motor out of this, doing a complete revamp of this, and then slapping it back in. Now, one thing I can do, I think I did get a good intake done on this. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that off. I got a better intake. And howdy, howdy, howdy. How you doing? How you doing? Oh yeah, that's a better intake. Way better intake manifold. Slap that carburetor on there that I got repaired. I need to start trying to find some filter bases, but it's not offering any, sadly. So I'm thinking well, what's the percent? 33%. Okay. I think I should have sold everything 30% below. Yeah, actually gonna do that. It's gonna kind of help. Boom. See what parts I want to keep here. I'm definitely going to use... Oh. Hold on. And good afternoon, OG Bone. How you doing, buddy? How you doing? How you doing? I did not see that because of my plate that I had egg on. Let me move that so I could probably get over here, and I'm going to... Where's my... Whoa. 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 There we go. Go back to the game. Slapping a drive shaft. 2-barrel side draft. That's interesting. Slap that in there for now. Slapping that in there, definitely. Trunk B. Right rear fender, I think it was. Ford F-250. Double wishbone shock absorber rear. I'm keeping these two parts. Front wheel hub. Yeah, that was the good one I'm keeping. This is a different one I'm keeping. 4-barrel carb I'm keeping. This I'm keeping. Bottom suspension arm, I believe that is a piece. I'll go ahead and I'll see if... Oh yeah, that's a good carb. Let me go ahead and see if I can swap that out. A bottom suspension arm. I didn't even read to see if this was the bottom suspension arm. Yeah, it is. Okay, cool. The embittered suspension arm with some very bad rubber bushings. Yes. Can't believe this is actually coming from the junkyard. I'm still in shock. I'm shooked. I'm a shooked horse. A shooked horse, of course. It's gonna be interesting once this gets... If I get this thing started, I'm probably gonna shit a brick. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I know this thing's gonna start, but it'd be really, very surprising. That's a 15-inch classic rim. Selling these parts. You know what? Yeah, let's just sell it. Oh, goodness gracious. Oh. get me a drink. This horse is gonna get a drink. Yes. Nice. Okay. Put this keyboard in my lap. I think I'm gonna actually call my brother real quick to see. He is right here. I'm gonna be mute, but I'm still gonna be playing. Alright, I'm back, and howdy, howdy, howdy. It is Sainty. Oh, I was on the phone with my brother, checking up on him. He hadn't been talking to us for the past few days, so. It's a nice hot rod. And drags the Camaro. Wow, dragster Camaro. What we got here? That's a normal. A normal set. Trying to sit comfortable. Kind of uncomfortable way I'm sitting right now. Nice. Still looking for that C10 though. Not seen it yet. Been how long since I've been trying to search for the normal body? I've not seen the normal body at all. Alright, let's see if we got any of the rods. Nope, I've not seen any rods for a hot minute. Trying to make it where they're specifically from just piles. No, I'm starting to have one of those things of what if. Start spamming all these parts and pieces until they're 100%. Won't do that just yet. Ooh, looks like I'm about to take apart some brakes. And a wheel hub. That was an accident. That is clean. So clean. Can't wait to get some good replacement parts for it. Have some good clean brakes. I think we're getting luckier with the suspension parts more than anything. Looking at that brake part, I mean, look at that shine. Fanthe, look at. Pick 'em up truck. Let's just see if we can spam that one broken part I had on there. Closer to the end. Oh yeah, wheel cylinder. Trashed it. Trash both of those. Okay, and let's put the carburetor up. Let's keep repairing those somehow. Okay. Made a pretty good bit. Got my gains. Keep thinking I'm forgetting something that I just sold that I needed. Probably did, but you know what? Not gonna think too hard on that. Not too hard, no. Okay, now let's go back to the yard of junk. Let's see if we can come across another delicious part. Scrumptious. In fact, even, yes. All this horse needs is a push rod or two. From these piles, I can't. Let's say something on the side. Del Rey. Actual. That's a Chevy. Special paint Chevrolet too. I like the wheels it's got on it. It's kind of nice. You know, I could probably kind of go to imagine, like, after this truck is built, I start using the truck to actually go find more scrap parts. Oh, yes. Just driving that lowrider truck around just to go get the parts for the other vehicles I'm about to see about getting. I don't know. I'm hoping that was a rod. Ooh, what have we got here? This is a Ford. It's a car. I'm hoping I come across some of those rods pretty soon. Pretty soon. I think after I actually fully build the engine out of nothing but parts from this yard, I think that's when I'm going to say screw it, and I'll just allow from cars I buy to start getting parts from them as well. Because it's starting to get kind of hard trying to hunt these things down. A little bit hard, yes. Reminds me so much of how bad I actually just want to build my actual truck. Man. I'm so ready to have my 68 Chevrolet to where I can run and drive it. I'm so ready. I'm almost there. I've got the truck. I'm actually a few steps. I'm owning it, and now, past owning it, I've got to actually get the thing to where it will run and drive, and then after that, we're golden. We are golden. I'm just ready. Like, excitement is, the tisms are kicking in. I'm excited. I'm so excited. I'm ready to do it. Or if I'll ever find a decent set of spark plugs in this place. That is one of my main concerns, is finding some decent spark plugs. Spark plugs, well, actually mainly the spark plug wires. I've found spark plugs. Spark plug wires is what I'm more concerned about. finding in this place. Got another one of these trucks. Don't know what the wheel over there looks like. I'm trying to get some decently clean wheels. Still the gas tank off this, try to repair it. I think that's that green I'm looking for too. Yeah. What we got underneath the hood? Inline 6. Kind of want to grab it, kind of don't. Come back to that later on. As in, I'm just leaving it. Engine cover, that's ridiculous. They shouldn't have done this. No point in it. That works because I'm about to do something crazy just because I want to try it. I'm about to put the auto clicker on the repair bench and just let it spam through it. Let it repair everything that it can repair, and then yep, that'll be it. Just let it repair like crazy. All we're doing at the moment, we're needing to get those rods. I don't think it's going to. Yeah, we don't got any still. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna let this thing spam. It's either gonna work or it's not gonna work. That's what's going down. So I'm just letting it spam. Okay, I narrowed it down to $4. So now we're going to sell parts that are 49 and below. Oh, we 100% a radiator fan. And also the air decarb air cleaner. That's fairly neat. And also an air filter base. So I managed to spam the complete crap out of it so much that we got three 100% pieces. My word. That's crazy. Need to do this more often then. So let's go over here because I'm going to bye bye to this bad fan. Hello, good fan. Hello to you. Okay, now let's go ahead and remove this. And I'm going to be adding the good parts to this, and then we're going to add the 100% pieces that we somehow managed to get on this. And look at that, it is absolutely stunning. I don't think anyone, like, you can see the shine of the roof. Is there actually a red thing on the roof? Like, what is it? What's it glimpsing? That's 100% behind me. Okay, what is it catching? Catching glare from something. Must be something down here or something. I don't know. But that is amazing. It's just spotless. And this came from a junkyard. This is a polished turd. Completely a polished turd. That is awesome. I love it. I love it so. I can't even believe we're getting that good. We're getting that good on this motor. It's not even completely built yet, and we're getting 100% parts on this bad boy. I was saying 90% and better, but this is a new one for me. Okay, well, I'm going over here, and we're just going to go ahead and replace these with the ones that was on that motor, because I'm pretty sure they were better. Oh yeah, that was a better topper. It's a better topper. Look, now that one's kind of chroming too. That's beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and check through here, see if there's anything I need, which I don't think there is. Well, that manifold is something I need. Let me try to do a Mopar motor later on. So I'm going to try to keep those pieces. So keeping that. Yeah, that is it. That's it. I'm doing that again. That's amazing. And let's sell the rest of these parts. 100%. And we did end up actually making coin off that too, so nice. So junkyard costs 500 bucks. Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it. Hold on just a second. I'll check up. And how you doing? How you doing? Who's a messaging? Join me. What you gonna join me on there? 40? Yeah, what you gonna join me on? This is a single player, my buddy. Single player game. Definitely chatting though. Definitely chatting though. You doing swell today, buddy? was going to ask and see what they was trying to say about joining. Hopped out real fast, it seems. Now there's a Discord. I mean, is that what they were talking about? The Discord? Because I do have the Howdy chat. I don't know why exactly those want to join. Ah, hoof cramps. There's a fuel tank. Maybe I can get me a 100% fuel tank. Yeah, I think I'm just going to do luck of the draw and let this be the deciding factor between 100% or completely trashing apart. Actually, it's kind of a fun way of playing this, I guess. It kind of adds a little bit of excitement. So either you're going to, be a win or bust. But also on top of that, you're not really losing anything. It's just luck of the draw. Oh, man, that hurts. Luck of the draw. Don't need that map. We don't need it. We're in no need of that map. Oh, excuse me. Woo. That'd be pretty nice if they had a thing for turning brake rotors and giving them, newer life. Even if it wasn't 100%, give them like a 50% or something. Fixing them. I don't remember. Like I was going to work. This is just before my tow truck got down. Ended up having to. We ended up having to park it for now until I've got to get some motor mounts and stuff like that fixed on it. But my truck, my little S10, it had quite literally eaten its left front disc brake. The it ended up having like the pads, they were worn down to nothing. So there was nothing left of pads, so it was metal on metal. And it was just, had these horrid scar marks added into the thing. Like deep grooves. And I mean, it was rough. I was sitting there remembering thinking like, gee whiz, I'm glad I was able to make it home. That was a good head, I want to say. That was a decent head. A better head. Yeah, I thought I searched that already. Ooh, I saw something. I saw something. I'm going straight to my truck after this. That was a very clean roll bar piece. That was a fresh piece of glass. I'm talking fresh. Crispy! That was amazing. I'm gonna have to slap that bad boy in, just glare at it for a few minutes, because they ain't gonna be a spot of rust on those lights. This thing is not gonna look like it come from Junkyard after it gets done. Because I'm missing just these few pieces. That's all I'm missing is just these few pieces. Oh, jeez. This is nuts. I'm excited to see what becomes of this by the time it starts to run. Like, how many parts is already there 100% by the time we start to get it to run? Oh, man, there is so much going on here. It's not even funny. Okay, well, where's me? There we go. About to buy some more parts. About to buy some more parts. About to give up on getting all these parts. Already found something that caught my interest. I'm gonna just play some skipping. There's a few things there. A few things there. That's a pretty looking bumper. See, what we really need is some rubber bushings. Start popping those up. This thing's gonna be driving on some of the wackiest suspension ever. Spark plug. Yeah. Woo! Woo! Yeah, baby. That's what I'm talking about. That right there, that is what I'm talking about. Right there. Yes. Beautiful. It's clean. This is exactly what I'm looking for right here. This magnificent, glorious part. I mean, it's not really glorious. It's near perfection part. That's what we're looking for. Right there, baby. I'm telling you, the Lord Himself had probably put that in the junkyard right there. That is amazing. That is amazing. That is beautiful. All I gotta say, thank you, Lord, for that part. That is a nice, beautiful piece. Man, that was a beautiful piece. Been needing that. Needing that. Good thing I didn't skip over that, or I probably would have cried. Ain't no telling how many times I probably already had made the chance of crying. Okay, well, this leaves his garage. I've already got to delete some stuff, I know. Yep. Okay, well, let's figure out what I'm doing here. Looking at these 11%, 10%. Come on, game. What are you doing? What you doing, guy? Yeah, that's not gonna cut it. Okay, I think the main parts I'm looking forward to is still fresh. Gotta be really steady and easy. How are you, buddy? You doing alright? You doing swell? I am touching. We had just had a awesome thing happen trying to go through this junkyard. Found one good, clean spark plug. It is hard to find spark plugs. Yet we had just ended up finding one. I ended up picking up a few too many parts, so I gotta get rid of some. It is what I'm doing right now. Whoa, wait. Okay, we can afford it. We can afford it. I went kind of past, but that's fine. That's perfectly okay. Going to actually go ahead and put some of this stuff up. Like, this is awesome. Working on the 67 to 72 Chevrolet, and then also have the 58 Chevrolet Apache. I'm going to try to be working on. We got, let's see, what do we have? What do we have? What are we looking at? I wonder how many good spark plugs we got now. Oh boy, that's amazing. So, real quick, one thing that did catch my eye going through the junk is the back window here. Because I've got one. Oh yes. That is completely clean. That is clean, clean. That is nice. I actually didn't think I'd get a shiny bar before I got complete motor parts, but here we are. And now we gotta, let's see about the spark plugs. Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and see if I have, come on, come on. Push rod. I do have a push rod. Hey! We got a push rod, and we got a rocker inside the other, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and start working on the spark plugs here. See which one's the worst, or a bad one. It's a 19. That's an 18. 18. I think this is a good one. That's a 16 actually. Ooh, okay. 16. 16. It's 18. That's a 72. So yeah, we've got. Let's take out one of the 16s. I'm going to go ahead and add that back into it there. 93. That is amazing. Thank you, Lord, for that spark plug. So we're getting a little bit further into this. That's awesome. That is rad. Once we get once we get these last few rocker arms on, we get a calf on, we'll be able to actually turn around and see if this thing will even fire up. For the fact this is nothing but junkyard parts, kind of, you know, scares you to death. But okay, let's auto clicker this thing because I'm not breaking my finger. Okay, we 100% some parts already. Oh, there's a lot of parts that's getting 100% here. Okay. I think I actually broke a decent part too, but that's fine. Let's see what we got. Yes. Okay, well, I'm guessing I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sell parts that are about, yeah, 49% below is a fair average. See what we got, see what we get. Okay, wheel hub is 100%. We got a leaf spring plate at 100%. Oh, we did manage to get an intake manifold at 100. Another air filter base at 100. Leaf spring set at 100. V8 head at 100. Nice. Okay. Let me go ahead and see about replacing what I know I can replace. Okay, that's that. So we got a few things here I want to replace. I'm going to just do it to this side on this truck here. Because this has a span of like 3 or 4 parts. I think we've already got some decent pieces replaced. Alright, let's add this. 100% part, amazing. That's 100% amazing. And we'll just put these original ones back in here. So we gotten this up to 100%. We got this base plate up to 100% from a junkyard piece. Okay, let's add this in. I'm going to go ahead and just put these bushings back in for now since we don't got any better replacements. Knuckle housing B, so I need to see if I ever get any of those. Got one of those to 100% and slap this back into place. It's going to be awesome when we're able to actually end up getting one of these motors running. I'm ready for it. I'm so ready for it, especially for this pickup truck here. Like I said, we just need to get these last 3, well, now it's last 2. I've got a rocker for this. We got a rod here. We need a rod there and a rod here, and I've already got a top cover, so we'll be able to get that thing set up. What's up, brother? You back? Brother, sister, brother? Oh, 2021. I tried 2021 yesterday, but it was giving me a headache because it kept going back and forth on me. Like it freeze really rough. But I started doing this challenge on 2021 a little bit, and I had like the Ford. It was like the '56 Ford F100 mod. I added, and I started playing with it, but it seemed it's just laggy, and I guess also the way they got the colors and stuff, like it's a little bit more kind of bright and kind of clayish, I guess per se. It's fun, but this one doesn't give me much of a headache. But I did try 21 yesterday. I might go back to 21 after I manage getting pretty much everything I want to do here in 2018 done. But I'll definitely go back to 21 at some point. Probably won't do it right now. Probably whenever I feel like it, I'll see about it. Now they supposedly have a generic square body mod too that I'm wanting to. Oh, I probably need to sell stuff. Actually, I need to go through stuff real quick. But they do have like a generic square body mod I want to try to get working. But are you enjoying your time playing 21 though there, my buddy? I hope I hope you're having fun on it. Let's see, where's okay, that's a hub 2. I got that just in case I got a Volkswagen. Spring rear drive axle? Actually, that's good. I need it slapped out underneath that truck at some point. Another, okay, need that. Need that at some point. That's good of you having a good time on it, my buddy. A good time today. Okay, I've got let's see. Carburetor C. I think this is actually one I need to keep for the. It's an inline 4 cover. I'm probably just going to sell that. Check it. Okay. We'll see if I can bring these small parts here around. This is not going to be much of a loss. Oh, I repaired that to 100%. That broke. And, yep. Just fiddle with this base. Oh, we 100% the base too. Nice. Go ahead and put that up in there. Let's see, where are we at? Where are we at? Where are you at? Okay, we'll put this up. Got a leaf spring plate. I'll go ahead and put that up. And yeah, we'll call that. Sell these parts and then we'll go to the junkyard again. 100% it. Hit yep. And we made about 1,000 off that. Slowly but surely making the money back from buying the cars. They ended up buying I think it was a 55 Bel Air. It was at least like a 55 two-door sedan, or just no, not sedan, but it was just a two-door. I guess a coupe. Is that what they call it? A coupe. All right. See if we can go ahead and get to picking these parts up again. I didn't realize how much the repair bench was going to be my best friend in this playthrough. Ended up earlier, I can't remember if I told you, ended up earlier finding a 93% spark plug. So I've got 2 So I got a quarter of my spark plugs that are good for one motor. Got a 72% spark plug in that 93. So I'm really getting it with getting the spark plugs for that engine. Maybe, just maybe, once some of these parts are slapped on, we can just send it over to the airport and see if we can do a little bit of donuts with the 67 to 72 Chevy. I'm hoping we can do it with basically that's a shop truck. I was going to do a stock build, but I was unable to find just the stock Chevy C10. There was a push rod. I don't know how good it was. Or what type it was. Hopefully it's the one we're looking for. That's what I'm hoping. That was a good front end piece. Front end wheel, I believe. Going in here, picking up stuff. Just taking a look. Okay, what is that? Oh, that's the vanilla game Corvette. Okay, 80s model. There was a spark plug. It wasn't that. I don't think it was a good one. But at least we got it. Maybe it would be better than a 20. Okay, there's an old Ford that don't look too bad. That's kind of what I'm looking for right there. It's just how stock this Ford is. I said stock ride height. It's sitting just about right. That's about what I'm looking for, but it's the Chevy version, the Chevy short wheelbase, stock short wheelbase. I wouldn't mind if it was a long base like my 68. Which, actually, if you're into old vehicles and stuff, I'll tell you an interesting wheel and deal I done this, not this Saturday, but it was the Saturday before last. Ended up picking up trading up a set of Corvette rallies for a 68 Chevy. Amazon, they sell like a 6-lug Corvette rally, so you can put Corvette rallies on a pickup truck. And I had them on another project truck that we end up having on another channel. It was for a 1990 Nissan pickup that we slapped a go-kart motor in. Ended up trading the wheels that I ended up using to have, you know, some aired up wheels and tires and stuff on that for that 68 Chevy, which I was just giving kind of like a kicks and giggle, you know, type of deal, just to see if he would just get it. He actually took it, awesomely enough. And the truck, I mean, it's in rough shape, but it's not like in horrid shape. I bought one for like way more than what those wheels were worth, and it was like completely horrid shape. I think we're going to have to get some wiring redone. I got to replace one tire, I know. And I think get the carburetor. Check the carburetor, of course, do spark plug and spark plug wires, but I think it's just spark plugs, maybe, if anything. Just the wiring, get some fresh spark plugs in it, change the oil, get the carburetor rebuilt, and the thing, it should run. I mean, it should run. think I'm going to stop right here. We're picking up stuff. I'm going to walk around, see if I find another. I'm keeping my eye out in the junkyard, see if I find that exact one still. I don't think I've had any luck in trying to find any of those. Okay, it's 26,000, so we'll have 20,000 left. We'll have 20,000 left. Alright. Was that a push rod that we needed that it gave us? Yes, we got another push rod. And let's see, did we get a rocker arm at random? Nope, but that's a-okay. Because we got the other rocker arms we need in the repair bench. Okay. So I've already got a few carburetors. I'm just gonna hit the. Oh, it broke that instantly. Okay, let's see. We're gonna get some good stuff. Maybe. Maybe. Oh. Whew. Alright. It did end up repairing a lot of stuff. Let's see what we got out of this. I think actually 100% a part that was like mere 50. So I don't think there's going to be anything else. I think we had a spark plug. Let me use the warehouse to do this. It'll be easier to search for. We'll put it up too before we end up start selling stuff. Well, that's okay. Yeah, we had it was a 14. We'll just slap it in there just to have it. I just now realized I ended up selling that with 16%. Whoops. Let's go ahead and sell parts that are about 50. Yeah, 53 sounds. We'll do 49. 49 sounds good. Sell all those and then we'll check to see what we got 100%. We 100%ed on. Okay, we did a intake manifold. We got an oil pan. Ooh. I might actually go ahead and replace that. Knuckle housing B. Okay, is that... Let's go ahead and just check on this. Okay, I know the oil pan. We'll go ahead and replace this oil pan. Just for the heck of it. And then I'm going to go ahead and add this back on to here. So we got that part here. And then the other one, let's see, what was the other? It was a knuckle housing B. Steering knuckle E. Oh yeah, that's it. That's it. So let's just go ahead and replace it from here. Get it out of the way. Probably could have replaced it on that Chevy, that C10, but you know what? We're also doing this truck too. It won't hurt just to go ahead and slap some good parts on this. Tend to it a little bit too. Boom, 100% part. There's another 100% part we managed to get. At some point we'll come across some solid rear axle pieces, and then we'll be able to advance that a little better. Some brakes we managed to, I think, come across. I don't know if we fixed those. And boom, we got that. And let me check, see, is there anything here? Anything at all? Okay, this exhaust manifold is a keep. Let's just go ahead and get in here. So we're keeping this. We got another leaf spring. I'll slap that in there. A front wheel hub, we'll slap that in there too. Steering knuckle E-ring. Actually, I think that's an important piece. Crankshaft, we'll keep that crank. Intake, yep, take that. This is the main thing I was wanting to keep. I'll go ahead and sell that because I already got one that's 100%. Oil pan and knuckle housing. We'll just go ahead and sell those two. They ain't gonna hurt anything. It's not gonna hurt anything. And we made our money back. And we also got more parts for the truck. We need quite literally one more push rod, and then we can put this motor completely together. And I'm actually going to go back into it and see about managing to get just every percent of goodness I can into this motor before I slap it in, because I'll end up having to take it back out and stuff too. So probably what I'm going to end up doing is robbing the good transmission and stuff from that other vehicle as well. And yeah, we'll see 100% completely. I'll be right back. I'm going to go get me a quick snack, and then we'll return. Let me move over here to where you got something. This just be able to look at this eye candy for a minute. We'll look, we'll look at this motor for a minute. We'll just look at this motor. Cool beans. We'll look at the motor for a minute and I'll be right back. Cool beans. Okay, I am back. Got me some milk with a little bit of chocolate syrup and some strawberry syrup. Ever had that, what does it call it? Neapolitan ice cream? I think that's what it's called, Neapolitan. It tastes like that if you add like strawberry and chocolate syrup to milk. What it reminds me of. Mm, delicious. Delicious. Okay, what was we doing? We already sold. We're ready to go back. Mmm. Very soon, old boy. Very soon. Let's go back again. It's going to take so many runs. Hmm. We're getting close, though. We are getting very close. Very close. It's having a whole motor built out of nothing but junkyard parts. So, pretty much what would be left is trying to make sure we can find parts that's going to let this thing run if we don't have it already. I think the main issue is your spark plug wires. They're going to be troublesome. Really troublesome. Try to keep those bad boys up. Let me see. Nope. 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 Oh, a good oil filter. I'll try to keep that. Just in case we come across a vehicle that uses it. Because, oh yeah, we're not going to be done with just these vehicles. Oh, no sirree. We're going to be using a lot. And I mean a lot. Multiple different parts here. I think about doing one modern car, checking the price of it, and turning around and selling it. That's going to be an interesting piece. And then I thought about going further and building a nice car for us. So, F55. We got another one. We got another spark plug. Yes. That's 3 out of 8. 3 out of 8 spark plugs. I got to make sure I don't sell that bad boy by accident. Ooh, man, I'm so excited now. Thank you, Lord, for that spark plug. We were needing that. Well, it's once in a blue moon to find a part like that, but to have it happen twice in one day, that's not going to happen again. No, that's not going to happen again. That's not going to happen. Man, that is amazing. Cannot believe we ended up managing to get 2 spark plugs. 2 good spark plugs in one day. And I might actually have another one somewhere that's decent, and I just kind of forgot about it. But man, that, I'm telling you, make me do a backflip. Make me do a backflip. Please don't really make me do a backflip. I can't, but amazing. We just ended up getting that spark plug. I'm so ready for this. Man, I'm so ready. This thing is being so tempting to me right now. It's like, yes, you are going to get that plug. It's just dangling over my head on the end of a string, like a carrot on a stick. I'm telling you, there is no way. No way. All I can say is thank you, Lord. This is awesome. 43% battery? I'm going to slap that in that truck because we're going to need a decent battery, and I think that's the most decent battery I've come across so far is at 43%. Okay. So I got to remember battery because I don't need to let that go. I do not need to let that go. It's not the best, but it's definitely not the worst one I've had. It's not the best battery to have, but definitely not the worst one I've had. Best one even. I think that was that's another good part that I might be using. Oh boy. I'm just getting bombarded by good parts now. It's just not the one specifically I'm looking for at the moment. But, I mean, we've only had, what, 10 episodes of this? I mean, they're long episodes, but only like 10 episodes of this. And I've almost got a full motor built out of nothing but pile parts. I mean, it's a pile parts motor. It wasn't going to be a complete, uh, just find anything and everything in a junkyard. Although the 58 Apache is going to be an anything and everything in the junkyard build, while this is going to be just the parts pile build motor. Kind of like a parts pile challenge more than just a junkyard challenge. It's just a parts pile. So once we find that rod, once that rod is mine, that push rod is mine, and I get to turn around and get the motor together with the best parts we've got, we're going to try to send it. I don't know if it's going to send because of the spark plug wires, but we should have it close enough. Okay, I already searched this pile. Man. Okay, well, I'm going to have to play skippies because I only got 46,000. Take some parts here. Take some parts there. There's some rings, some piston rings I saw. A few parts over here. There's a battery. What about in there? Is there anything good in here? There's a few things, but it's nothing I need. Okay, what about in here? And howdy, howdy, howdy. Hope you're doing well. About to go back to the garage and see about putting this motor together. If we have this one push rod, I don't think we picked up a push rod this time around, but we are close. We are close. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and make for home. This is starting to lag a little bit. 40,000. I still had that's fine though. We'll go ahead and get this. Send it through. Try it out. I am still really excited though. I'm so ready. Once once it hits, I'm gonna go through the motor and completely tear it down and completely rebuild it again. And just to see how far this puppy will go, I want to go ahead, take this battery off. I'm gonna add this 43% since it's a better one. And then, ooh, there's one thing I did think about. Hold on. How much exhaust pipe pieces are missing underneath this thing? Oh, we are actually missing some pieces. Okay, well, that is one thing that we do need to at least have most of. Let's see. Okay, so we got the exhaust. That's fair. We got the exhaust. And then when the motor gets dropped in, it will finish up there. Yes. Unless I have some piece randomly I'm missing and I can't see. So, let's go ahead and see if we got that push rod. Do we have that last push rod we need right here? No, we don't. Okay. Well, and now it is time for the usual game of, let's hit the auto clicker on this and see how many parts get 100%. Ready and go. Seeing a couple of them break, a couple of them 100%. And let's just make sure. And I'll stop it right there. We don't need to do it to these parts here. They're good enough. Good and snuff, good enough. Okay. So let's check it. We had an oil filter. That was decent. It was one of these. What is that even? B6? What's that B6? I don't know. Let's sell these parts up to 40-something%. Hit the OK on this. Ooh. Hey, we got another oil pan that's 100%. So we'll do that. We got 100% brake shoes. Oh, 83% spark plug. Yeah, that was it. That was it. I'm glad I didn't do no 100%. I would have lost it. 100% radiator. Wheel hub 3. I kind of wonder if that's... I don't think that's anything that... I don't know. Is that something we need? Wheel hub 3. I think that's for a rear end. So no, we don't need that. We can probably sell that. I mean, we got timing cover for a V8 if we was doing a V8 like that, but we're doing overhead valves, so we won't need that. Goodness gracious, had an ear itch. Pump, frame G. Oh yeah, we got a few pieces here we're going to keep. Okay. Go ahead and undo this. Undo that. I'm going to go ahead and add the good spark plug to this. And yeah, I'm going ahead. I'm going to go ahead and sell the 18%er, I think. I don't know. Actually, hold on. Let's remove these. 18, 16. Yep, you're going. I think it got a 45% hit, and I just ended up dropping it. Oh, that was a 16 to begin with. Okay. Alright, so we got 3 good spark plugs on this side, We've got pretty much dead ones on this side. Going to go ahead and put away what we need to put away. Oh yeah, oil pan. I just put a part in there I really didn't care about. Oh well. Brake shoes. Distributor cap. Keeping it. Camshaft for a V8. I'll sell that one. Crankshaft bearing cap. That's good to have. That's good to have. Anything else? Anything else? Anything else that we're going to save? Water pump. Cross member G. Just in case. And I want to say that is it. Everything else is going to be sold. It's going to be sold. Yes, it will be sold. Sell these parts all the way up to thine 100s of the percents. And we made a couple thousand off that. So, good, good. Alright, let's run it again. Running it again. I sold 2 batteries. That's fine. I don't need it. I got like 27 of them, and I'm not in any need of money, so I don't need it. Well, I mean, I do need it, but the money, but you know, I'm not starving for it, so I think I'm starving more for room than I am for the batteries. So we'll just act like that never happened. Okay, now let's go ahead and start searching again for more parts. But just to say, as soon as I see the possibility of getting of finding one of these push rods, you better believe I'm about to hop off and just go straight for this stuff. I am right there with it. I am ready. I'm past ready to get this thing rolling. I've been repeating myself probably for the past hour to hour and a half, but my energy is just through the roof for this. I think it's because like IRL, I've got a truck that I'm waiting for. I want to be fixed already so I can drive it. So I guess and that's kind of pushing me to be kind of all jittery for this. I need to build one of those just normal V8s, so it's kind of like a Junkyard LS build. Junkyard LS, that'd be awesome. Right now we're doing a cheaper motor. One that doesn't cost a whole lot. I don't even know what parts to save for the newer motors. I'm not a newer engine type of guy. Which, I mean, I'm not saying that I wouldn't mind having an LS slapped into an older vehicle. Resto mods are very freaking cool. Kind of thought about doing something sort of like a resto mod, you know, with a 49 Chevy if I ever managed. But at the moment, I'm just trying to work with what knowledge I have. And only if you were like 70% or something. I'm waiting to find some spark plug wires. I need some spark plug wires. Oh, you thought you can sneak by me? No, you cannot. Huzzah. Nor that map will not sneak by me either. I think I got mad because I found it, so it slapped a map in there. It's like, yeah, here, you want to make your inventory space a whole lot smaller. So, what's going to be the next build? Like, the next challenge. The next challenge is actually going to be, it's going to be between Barn find and case. Wait a minute. Wait, hold on. Wait, did I see what I think I just saw? Oh man, I'm keeping those still, but ooh, man, you just almost made me. I thought I was about to tism a whole lot just then. Ah man, that was amazing. We got some spark plugs for the Mopar now, so I don't got to worry about that. Future uh, Mopar motor is ready. Buttered bread. Buttered bread. Buttered bread. Buttered a bread. That bread is so buttery. Buttery bread. Buttery bread. Buttery bread. Buttery a bread. Oh, I itch. Oh, I itch. I research that car. If I research that car, and I'm searching this car, I'm gonna be searching this pile. Searching this pile. I kind of also like the details of how there's just a bunch of scrap body parts and brake shoes, and it's mainly brake rotors. Man, I wish I had a pile of brake rotors like that. You know how much money the scrapyard would absolutely give for that much. Ooh, that was a good body. I'm actually gonna slap that on something when I get back. I am. I'm gonna use that. That was a clean stock body. I got a car I can use that on. Just gotta remember it. I noticed I've been selling a lot of Ford pieces. I probably skipped over a lot. Clutch release bearing. That's mine. That is completely mine. Ready for this? I am ready. That's a 10%. 10% spark plug. What would be the perfect... Trying to think of what a Mopar motor would be perfect for. I'm trying to think. I don't know. What would I slap a Mopar motor into? Probably a Ford. If I had to guess, I'd just slap it in a Ford. Not a Mopar guy. Thought it was when I was a kid. Nope, I'm not. I'm not a Mopar guy. I'm a Chevy type of guy. Chevrolet pickup trucks. Yep. Let's get home. 38,000. Actually, that's a whole lot less than I thought I was going to do. Buy parts. Okay, well, we got spark plugs I ain't getting rid of. We got, oh, not spark plug wires. It's going to be saved for that Mopar. We got a few small odds and ends here and there. And, yeah, I'd say we're doing fairly okay. Okay, so now. I don't think we got a push rod this time around. Yeah. Ha! Ha ha! Yes! You know what this means? We get to slap this motor all the way together. That is amazing. We are going to do it. We're going to do it, boys and girls. I'm so ready. We found it. Real quick, though. Gotta go through this. Cool. We've completely cleared it. So now let's see what we got. Okay. Okay. We've got a few things here. Sell parts that are 48 below. Yeah, that'll work. Let's see what we're standing on. Okay. This is it. This is it. We're finally slapping this piece of shit together. Wow. Just wow. Okay, well, let's don't even know where to start with this. Okay. Like, I'm now just kind of dumbfounded. I'm like, I've just done it. I've got everything I need to finish this motor up with. Rear suspension arm, I'm going to keep that. I get a feeling I'm going to need that. Cross member D, keeping that. Rear suspension cross member for rear wheel drive. This is going to stay. Rear wheel hub, I don't think we're going to need that. Okay, we can sell the rest of this. Actually, that C10 fender, I'm keeping that. Like, I got like a nervous gut right now because I didn't think I'd get this far today. I think I'm more nervous about if this thing's going to run. I don't even know why I feel nervous about this. I shouldn't feel nervous about this. See, I know what's going to happen. I want to slap it all together, and it's not going to run because the spark plugs ain't worth it. I just sold the body for that. Oh, okay, whatever. We've got some bigger matters to attend to. Like, for one, I'll see how good of rod caps I can get. See if I can get a good amount of rod caps. So that's what we're going to start off with is rod. All these rod caps that are 13, something, 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 something. I'm taking all these. We've already got them because we got the motor together. Okay, that's a good one. We're going to get the bad ones. That's a good one. That's a good piston. That's another good one. So we've got all the ones that we can probably mess with. We're probably going to end up yeeting away from us. 1, 2. We got 3 good ones already. We got 1. We're picking up all these pistons here in a minute. Man, I feel like I can vomit, kinda. Okay, we got one. I think we got one good, yeah, we got one good one out of that. So we 100%ed one. Here we go. I want to grab everything. No, 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 no. I need it. I need it. Piston ring, spark plug. Okay. Some point we'll be doing a steering rack. I don't think I'm gonna bother with a steering rack right now. Piston rings. That's another fuel pump. I think we actually have a good one. We got a good carb on there. I'm not worried about the carb. Piston. Piston. Piston rings. Sparky. Sparky. Spark. Ring. Spark. Spark. Piston. Ring. Sparky. 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 Rings. Spark. Ring. Ring. Piston. Rings. Sparky. Sparky. Rock. Rock. Rod. So we are front end link. Oh boy. Manifold. We'll go ahead and take that. That's the good piston. Fresh set of rings. We don't need an oil pan. We'll need that in a minute. We're going to need that definitely. Probably need that in a minute. take that just in case. We'll need a clip. We're missing one clip. Rings, a piston, a sparky. I'm going ahead and grabbing the spark. The other things just in case. Like I'm just kind of bamboozled right now. I'm trying to think. Gonna need that. Sure, take it, take it, take it. That's it. That is it. That's everything. Now we're about to completely rip this motor down and completely rebuild it. And I really do not know how to feel about this. I really do not know. Oh boy. This is something. This is definitely something. I actually don't think I got an engine head covered, funny enough. I think I accidentally keep selling them. Or it's just because I don't got the I didn't get that one. I think I ended up accidentally selling the one topper. If anything, we'll borrow it from the 58 because we've got this far. I mean, and I'm bound to just go ahead and slap another one. I think it was actually from a pile too, so it's not going to matter. It was actually one of the ones that's supposed to go for this motor. Anyways, so. Okay, the filter is probably going to have to be replaced. Oof. Only if we had a better engine block. That's one thing that kind of bothers me about it. 2. Is that only if we had a good engine block to go with this. It's gonna be funny though. This thing actually runs. Golly, that alternator though. 19%. Boy, is my guy is hanging in there by a thread. Okay, yeah, okay. Chair don't want to scoot up. The wheel keeps jamming into the side of this tote I've got my legs on top of. Spinny wheels is gonna learn. Spinny wheels is gonna move out the way. Spinny wheels, spinny wheels. Yes, spinny wheels. We're about done ripping this thing apart. And then goes to the assembly. Reassembling with the good parts we have. All the best parts, yes. Okay, well, here we go. Oh, whoops. Kind of forgot a part there. Now, here we go. Going through with all the parts we have, starting with this crappy engine block. Then we go in with a very rough crankshaft. Rustic camshaft. But now we got a decent piston and a decent piston ring, which is amazing. Slap that in there with a completely good. So that's like the one best part out of this is probably going to keep this thing running. Oof. The best parts always go into the worst. Alright, we got a 100% crankshaft bearing cap. %, and we're dropping down into the 17s. Some good rings. It's just going to get worse from here, so hold on tight. It's going to get rough. 17s to a 19 rings. Even 79%, which is still a-okay for what we're running. 17 crank bearing. It's like this thing caught on fire in the back end. Oof. 17 to an 18% rings. Rough, rough, rough. 65% cap off. Slap that in there. Got a piston, a piston ring, which is going to be about average parts. Now we're getting to what you about would find in the junkyard. Not the best shape. Nowhere close. Wouldn't want this slap back into a motor, but you know what? This is the junk pile build from a junkyard, so we'll be managing to slap that back into it. This is probably not going to work because of this stuff right here. This is the stuff that's probably going to kill this. 16% piston. Rough. Rough, rough. At least we're optimistic about this. See, look. It's 100% oil pan, so you know it's been worked on by good hands. Not really. Okay, an oil filter that is decent, along with a flywheel that is alright. And now the alternator just kills the mood. Slap that in place and then turn around and what about the ignition coil? Yeah, it's fair. The ignition distributor is sorry. The distributor rotor is trying to make up for it as well as the cap, which is 100%. So it's like I just got it off the store shelf. The clips, they are fine as can be. And then we're going to go ahead with the cam gear, which is making us sick to our stomachs. This timing chain is not doing us any better, but the timing cover is coming in clutch. But you know what? We'd rather have it backwards. The timing cover be bad and the parts inside be good. Water pump, decent. Really decent. And the pulley? Well, it's seen better days. The pulley on the water pump is not doing too well. And let's see what else we got here. Oh yeah, power steering. And I'm pretty sure it leaks. Fuel filter, you can't even suck air through it. Coming down to the serpentine belt, it's not really that great, but the first serpentine belt A is actually doing fairly alright, and its radiator fan buddy is brand spanking new. Out the heads, well, one is barely hanging in there, but it can still get the job done. It's just tired. And if we got the push rods, which, let's see, what side was it that I'm trying to think. I think the piston is going to be on the other end. So let's go ahead and oof. And I'll leave the spark plugs for the closest. Okay, we already done everything underneath, so I'm gonna go ahead and take this thing, I'm gonna rotate it back over. We're gonna go right back to building it. Okay, so our spark plugs. Slapping the best ones. Slap. Yeah, go ahead, slap you in there too. Now slap the next best ones in behind it. As well as these heads. These exhaust manifolds. Push rods, they're really not going to matter at this point. Actually, hold on. I want to go back over and get the best one up over here. Man, we are strolling. I am thirsty. Golly bum, I'm thirsty. I don't think I got an engine head cover, though. Yeah, we don't got an engine head cover. I'll have to take it from the other truck. That's perfectly fine, though, because we did take that out of a pile, so it's not really breaking the rules for this motor. The best carb. 100%. 91%. And another 100% piece. Oh boy. This is exhausting me just watching all this. One good spark plug here. Get a decent few here. 18, 18. And that's a 16. Golly. And our spark plug wires, which are kind of rough. Let me get that water. Ow. This is wild. Very wild indeed. Okay. So now it's just getting these done. What do you mean there's no items to work with? I had a rocker arm. Okay. Okay. So, I'm going to go ahead and take one rocker arm too, because we did end up slapping one from piles. So this is not going to matter when I do this. It's not going to hurt this challenge, because I did slap it from that other truck. We're about to slap that in actually, hold on, because we're about to steal a bunch of parts out from underneath this too. Let's go ahead and remove drive shaft. Starter. The transmission. And I think I've got something through here. I think I've ended up getting a good clutch. I'm not touching all that. We've got those parts. We have those parts. Okay, so we need this head. And we got a better ignition distributor. I'm probably just going to go ahead and take that too, because we ended up We're gonna need the best. We're gonna try to jump this off to a good start. Yeah, it's at 62%. I'm doing that, and we're gonna need one of these. It's the best looking one. Get just one of these. Okay. Go ahead. Take the clips off. Take this off, take that off, and take this off. Now we're going to put this in, put that in. Go ahead and slap that bad boy back on. We have some 18% spark plug wires on that other one. Oh, heck yeah, we're just going to use those too. Which I know those are pulled as well, so it's not going to change the fact of me using them. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is a junkyard built. Pretty much to me, it's a small block 350, but it's a completely junkyard built engine. Amazing, very amazing. I'll slap this on here. Now we're going to slap the truck together and see if we can manage to run with it. Okay, I want to get a drive shaft from in here. I got a drive shaft, should be 100% drive shaft. It's drive shaft F. Got a couple of steering racks. Come on now, I know there's got to be one drive shaft in here. Come on, one drive shaft. I'm not seeing it. Oh, right there, drive shaft. Alright, well, the party is about to begin. The party is about to begin. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We got oil in it, and let's back out here. Let's lift this bad boy, and then let's install the other parts. About to see if we can get this thing to run. I'm so nervous indeed. I think I need a clutch plate. Where's the clutch plate at? I didn't grab a clutch plate. I need to grab a clutch plate. Okay, do I got one in here? I think there's a good one. Nope. Okay, I think there's actually one underneath this truck. Let me just pull that. Let's just go ahead and rob it from this truck here. This is not going to hurt. Okay. It's not going to start, probably. More than likely, this isn't going to start, but we'll be at least steps further in getting this thing back together. Okay. All right. Well, this is it. This is it. Let's see if let's go up to the door and see that it doesn't start. Yeah, that's what's going to happen. We're going to go to this airport. We're going to click on this truck. There is a left spring U-bolt missing from car. Okay. Oh, that wasn't what I expected, but okay. How much suspension parts did I forget to slap underneath this thing? Left spring U-bolt. Okay, there's 2 U-bolts missing over here. I need to get... Okay, well, truck, we're borrowing you. Okay. Oh, not left, it's leaf spring. Leaf spring. Oh, come on. Come on. Come on. Let me work on you. Okay, and there we go. Get that in. Okay, now let's try it. Probably not going to work. Cannot start engine. Like I said, it won't start the engine. Cannot start engine. Okay. Oh boy. That was too exciting for my nerves, to say the least. Although, that is amazing that we got it to the point that we got it together and in the truck. Now all we gotta do is go back through the motor completely and get bigger and better parts in there. It's just better parts. It doesn't have to be bigger. It's gotta be better. Oh man, I don't know what to... Man, woo! Woo, my tisms has kicked in hard. Oh, okay. I really wish it would tell me exactly the diagnoses other than their bad parts. I know they're bad parts. What parts is it exactly that's not letting it fire off? I want to say it's got to be between the wires and... I want to say it's electronics. We got fuel. We got at least a couple pistons that's going to fire off. Boy, oh boy. Well, the only thing I know to do at the moment is say screw it, and we're going to actually end up building another motor. Like, we don't need to pay attention to the one thing we have going on right here, right now. But yeah, I'm going to go in. I'm going to start trying to build up for another engine, and then we'll come back through and see about replacing a better engine block, better heads. Mainly our spark plug. I think once we get our spark plug and spark plug wires situated, we'll be in better shape. I could probably work on the motor from here within the engine bay. And if not, I'll just slap it to the side until I'm able to get to it. But I mean, this is amazing. We got a motor in the truck. We've got a motor in the truck. Okay, you know what? I want to save. Just so it's saved. I'm not quitting. I'm just saving. Check the time. I'll be on. I know what. I'll stay on to like 4, and then I'll take a break from this. Man. But this does push me to big of the question of what I should do here. You know, I could. You know what? We're going to end up moving this over to the other garage entrance. Gonna let it sit and chill for a while. Yeah, this is too dang low. But we'll start getting parts for this. We'll just start working on this to the side, but we need to get something else in here to fiddle with too. I don't know what else I'm going to fiddle with. Let's go into the garage here and see what we got. I wanna check it out. Go to parking. See what we have. I think now what I'm going to do is start robbing other vehicles of their motors and stuff, and then just sit stuff to the side and start stripping stuff down. Okay. So what do we got? What else do we got to fiddle fart with until start really getting into it? Okay, well, we got this. I don't think I am going to touch. I don't think this was actually a legit it might have been a legit truck. I think I just liked it. I can't remember exactly what was up with this truck. Of course, we needed a tow truck, so I got this one set to the side. This is, I think, really nearly the only one I've seen since Volkswagen Bug. And then this is Herbie, I think. Yeah, look, 53. Got a Herbie. This is Herbie. So I'll be fixing Herbie the way Herbie's supposed to be. And we'd did get a Ford. And we got this. I ended up slapping together. But I think the main one we're going to be after next is trying to build one of these hot rods. No motor swap. This has got to absolutely be an inline 6. Missing a lot of parts. This here is... It's got to absolutely be a V8 2-carb overhead valve, which is... I want to build one of these. I'm thinking that's what I'm going to go for. Yeah, I think this is starting to call my name a little bit. Okay. So, yep. We will... I think we'll just slap this with this front right fender. The wheels, how small they are is ridiculous. It's kind of cool, though. Funny how that's the same thing, though. Yeah, I got some ideas. I think we're going to end up... This one we'll fix up nice and sleek, and we're going to sell it. I'm going to move you to the garage. This one's probably going to be the keep. And, yeah. Next, we're going to build an inline 6. So, what was the motor types for this? Nothing but V8s, right? Sadly, yes. I think I am just going to start getting ready to stretch and take a breather, actually. Oh boy, that was an exciting, what, 3-something hours? So I want to move this jalopy over to the first car lift. And yeah. Just gonna have to do the parts one piece at a time, I guess. I don't think really these pistons are gonna do me any favors. Now these carburetors and brake parts and stuff like that is gonna help, but I think this is just gonna be parted together and then sold. Thinking of what I want to do here. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and put my rod caps back up and my rings and my spark plugs, although they ain't worth anything. Much of anything. V8 starter, spring, hub. And there we go. Check and see what I got. Oh, leaf spring stuff. And the usual brake parts. So what am I gonna do? Oh, you know, I'm just gonna completely take all this out and put it in once it comes around. And keep the wheels, of course. So let's completely remove every single piece of this. See what parts we can repair, if we can repair any. actually, once I take all this apart, I'll see about sending it through the repair workbench and see if we can fix any of the pieces I rip out from underneath this thing. If not, well, that's okay too. We'll just eventually find them and eventually put some back in. Rubber bushings is going to be kind of a pain though, because I don't think I've ever come across any rubber bushings. So, yep, that's going to still be a pain. But we can still put it underneath the car. I mean, it ain't gonna. We can still get some of the pieces we need, and all that's gone. So now let's stick to the front end. Put the wheels up, and then continue on. I know I might actually fall in love with this thing. I want to keep it. Okay, yep. We'll just go ahead and I want to completely just rip this thing down. Every single piece. And we did level up some too, so let's see what type of bonuses we get from this. Level up. Wait a minute, do it. This piece here is Bluetooth now. What? Like Scoob, I've never seen a Bluetooth wheel before. Reader. Oh, what are we? Oh yeah, center part. Okay. Okay. Oof. Oh, we didn't rip the transmission off. Oh, man. Whoops. So now the hardest part right now is going to be finding a engine block that's going to be halfway decent to actually put in this thing. Dang, oh dang. Only if we could actually clean up an engine block and maybe some push rods would be going decent. That's gone. The brake servo's gone. Everything is absolutely gone. This car is completely stripped. Yep. Okay. Well, let's start working on this, and let's see if we receive any parts good out of this. Okay, cool. So, what do we get? Got leaf spring, one of those joints, brake shoes, the rear drive axle, a caliper, upper and bottom suspension arm pieces. I think it's steering knuckle. So we got a few parts. It's just mainly underneath the car type of parts. So let's see if we can add them. Let's see if we can add them. Okay. Well, one, we're going to need that, and I don't got that, so. But we do got this. And this. I think one of these? Nope. Don't got one of these yet. How about one of these? Nope. One of those? Absolutely not. So there's only a couple of pieces right there, and I'm going to go to here. I'm going to go to a second warehouse, and I'm kind of curious of what I've got into a warehouse. I think I've got something in a second one. Let me check. I can't remember. Okay, there's nothing here, so. Both of these I'm going to take apart, try to repair. This come from the car. This come from the car. These came from the car. That came from the car. That came from the car, and that came from the car. Which, I mean, every single bit of this comes from the car. This is all the good stuff I was able to get out of it, and the rest of it, I'm going to have to clean, sell, get rid of. It can't be here no more. Didn't work. Oh boy. That was crazy. Crazy. But, I mean, to assemble this freshly from the beginning, this is going to be kind of wild to see. I'm kind of excited to see how far this car goes. And as of this Chevrolet C10 that we got the motor in, we didn't get it running exactly, but once we get the parts we need, we're going to get this thing started. We're going to get this thing running. So actually what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this truck, move this to here. Yep, cool. Move you there. I'm going to take you. I'm going to move you to here, because you're one of my main projects. You are going to be moved over to here. And we'll do trade-offs between you and the other one for a while. But we're going to leave this truck just sitting here for a minute. Might actually put it into the garage and start working on trying to buy cars out. I'm going to buy cars out. Going to strip them of their parts and motors and stuff like that, sell the bodies of them, and then we're just going to see if we can repair this. I think it's a 32, 33 Ford. What is this? 32 stock inline 6. It's only worth like $1,000 right now. So we're at 1,158 for this car that needs everything. Absolutely everything. I mean, we got these body panels, which ain't worth anything, but we will get those repaired or whatnot anyways. Let's see. What do we have left? I don't want to sell any parts I know I need. And we do got rubber bushings and fuel tanks, stuff like that. Okay, these here I do need to try to strip apart. We're going to go ahead and take these apart. This is going to be the last thing I do. I want to try to get these, everything out of my inventory for when we get back on. But after I mess with this for a minute, I'm going to go touch some grass. Okay. Let's see if I can go to the repair bench for this. No items to work with, so none of those parts. Not a single one of these parts. 32. So yeah, so these double wishbones, shock absorbers, I can't do anything with these. I can't repair these. So this is just quite literally parts I'm going to have to find out into the wilderness. So these aren't anything at all I can work with. Although I'm going to keep the best ones I have. So, no, you know what? Forget it. Forget it. We're going to do this an old-fashioned way. We're going to just hunt down and see if we can find. Worst comes to shove, we can't find this. We could just slap some from another car. No biggie. But I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to get rid of all these pieces. Make that money back. We got this car sitting here. We're going to strip it completely down. We're going to rebuild it. We're going to have ourselves a nice hot rod. Actually, this might even be the one we keep. We might actually keep this one. Kind of want a car. Here's a nice car. I really like the 30s styling. Even if it is a Ford. I'm a Chevy type of guy. I'm a Chevy type of guy. I can't have a lot of Fords. You can kind of tell I'm a Chevy type of guy. So, yeah, I think I'm gonna call it right here. The excitement of trying to get this truck running and it not running, yeah, it's kind of exhausted me. It kind of exhausted me trying to hunt down these parts. I was gonna try to make sure I got the motor together. I completed that. I got the motor together, but it's just we need to go through, get the wiring. It's probably when we get our good spark plugs and our good spark plug wires, we probably try hitting it off again, see if it will run. But we're only probably halfway to getting the electronic stuff we need for this thing. And as of that bad boy right there, well, that's going to be probably until we upgrade the garage. I'm not going to lie. That's probably what's going to end up happening. This thing's going to be upgraded before that thing's done. I mean, I could surprise myself. I could come across all the pieces, get the underneath carriage fixed up to where we can put it back on its own wheels and tires, but it's going to be a minute. It's going to be a minute. It's going to be a hot minute. Anyways, well, my buddies, I hope you enjoyed this. Like and subscribe if there's anything, if you like this type of content. And if there's anything specific you'd like to see, just pop in anytime. As always, I will see you next time. Take care of yourselves out there. Have a blessed one, and see you next time.